imagine Care Bears, and they all live in a big happy village, and then there's one bear that's very disgruntled and hates everybody, like he's the grumpy one, and he decides to go on a murder spree and kill all the other happy bears in the most brutal ways possible. That's Naughty Bear.
Kind of sounds like Happy Tree Friends.
Well, this is more interactive because it's a video game, but I mean, it's brutal.
Yeah.
For sure. I haven't thought about that game in ages. Yep. Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
What you doing?
Trying to figure out what the hell to do with this game.
You're still playing The Tourist?
Yep.
It's been like 3 or 4 weeks. You're still playing The Tourist?
Yes.
Wes, are you still playing Halo?
No, I've switched back to Raid.
Shadow Legends?
Yes.
Oh my god. Why?
Wait, are we recording something?
Hey, play Raid Shadow Legends today with over 300 unique champions. It's custom design levels to meet your gaming expectations. Look at these graphics. Subscribe today. Use offer code LetsDie for 300 coins and a free epic champion and 2 golden chests. Now, Raid Shadow Legends. How did I do?
There's no chess.
Whatever. Was that good?
Yeah, sir.
Do not use that offer code because it's not real.
Another 4 minutes left in my game. So.
How does Skype work?
There should be a button towards the bottom that allows you to toggle the camera on or off.
Yeah, this should be your center one.
There you go. Wes, what'd you say about a game in 4 minutes?
I said I'm in a match right now. I'm in a Halo match.
Oh, okay. Halo. You're still rocking old school Halo.
Yeah, I bought the Master Chief Edition on PC.
Oh, I got that on Xbox. I played it a couple weeks ago, actually. I am very bad.
I'm in a sniper match. I'm not doing bad, but I'm not doing good.
Me distracting you is the equivalent of you like in the bush with a sniper rifle trying to kill an enemy sniper, and then me also talking into your ear.
More like me running around the corner and seeing 3 red guys, and then
Yeah. Well, feel free to jump in when your match is over, but
I got 3 minutes. I can talk while I play.
Okay. Wow, Taylor. Wow.
What?
Are you playing a game, Taylor?
Yes.
What game are you playing?
I don't know the name.
Well, okay. I'm playing
The Tourist.
That's on Game Pass. That's new on Game Pass. I just seen that. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. I just started it.
I just got done with a Dead by Daylight match. I got puked on and died. Okay, then. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to Let's Die, Survival Comedy Evolved. My name is Brett. This is a little thing that we do. It's called Very Special After School Special. We pick out some text-based RPG games and we play them. Joining me today is our co-founder,
She's awesome. She's an OG. Her name's Taylor. She says hi. Okay. And also joining us is What's Up with Wes. Wes, what's up?
What's up?
Hey. Taylor, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. You didn't say hi. And
Said I said hi, so I didn't actually say hi.
oh, okay. Well, apologies. Is it my turn to play a video game while we do the show?
Yes.
I don't think that's actually going to be possible. I truly don't.
Try harder.
I don't. I think I need my phone to do this thing.
You have an Xbox.
Yeah, in the other room.
Move it.
Anyway, this is a show where we talk about impossible things, sometimes how to survive them, sometimes play games like the Amazon Echo games, which we did this year, or this text-based RPG game, stuff like that. There's music playing in the background. Ignore it. It's a fantastical world after all. Last episode, we suffered through the game called... I don't even remember. Do you guys remember what it was called?
Shadow Society?
No, it was Wayhaven, Book 1. But we did do Shadow Society
I have good
earlier in
listening
the season.
skills.
Yeah. We'll just uninstall that right the fuck now.
It's been weeks. You haven't uninstalled it yet?
Yeah. So today we're going back to an old favorite from Season 2. This is Medieval RPG. That's the title of it. D&D Style Choice RPG. I hit the wrong button. Hang on.
That's a long name.
Yeah, it's bad. They changed the name of it. D&D Style Choice Game. It was called Medieval RPG. So to recap from the last volume, you and your longtime warrior friend Bretinold have recently returned to Ring City to rest and celebrate after a successful raid on the ruined castle in Vernus. If you all want to check out what happened with that, go back to Season 2, where myself, Wes, and Pirate Jasmine, did a bunch of stuff. So there's 3 of us, myself, Wesinold, and Taylor and Old. And the 3 of us are feasting and drinking, telling stories. What is this? What is this, guys, in the chat?
It wasn't me.
It was absolutely...
There's something about an apple and a banana.
How do I get to it?
I don't know.
It's a comic. It says apple, banana, fuck you, orange, you're hard to peel. Strawberry, grape. Oh, and then the orange is looking over the human at night with a menacing look with a switchblade. It says, oh, but you're easy to peel.
I don't like it.
I like it. It's sinister. What? Can y'all hear that?
Yes.
Y'all can hear that?
Hear what?
What?
Okay, so there's audio playing, and we're off to a fucking great... This is what a nightmare my life is. Oh.
That's why I did it in the accident. Just gonna distract you.
A guard bursts into the tavern. He points a finger at y'all accusingly and yells, "Seize! Seize them! They're a bunch of murderers!" Oh, that's right, Wes. If you can recall, way back when we did kill somebody, or well, rather, y'all did. Killed someone in the town. The guard locked his eyes with Wes and unsheathed his sword. Wes, what do? You can run, attempt to charm the guard, or defend your innocence.
Then we'll go defend my innocence.
Worth a shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I am innocent. You stammer as you put your hands out, palms up. The guard says nothing as he strides forwards and peers through the open door. His eyes widen as his mouth drops. "What?" he exclaims. "What devilry witchcraft is this?" He turns towards you, his eyes a mixture of rage and fear. You know that he is about to run you through. You dare not harm a god of Ring City. Unfortunately, if you wish to charm him, it would take a little more mana to do the job now that he means you harm. Taylor, what do? You may charm the guard or run.
Run. Vroom, vroom.
Ouchie,
Run.
our overall life total has decreased by 1 and our mana has decreased by 1. So in this game, there's a life pool, a mana pool, a gold pool, and a morale pool. Just to fill y'all in, current life is at 13, mana is 15, gold is 22, and morale is 0. So we're, that means what it means. You are standing in the doorway of a murdered man with blood on your hands. Another testifies against you. The guard is more likely to run you through than listen to your side of the story. It's time to run. But where? He blocks your path. You sprint down the hall as the guard shouts an order for you to stop. Eventually, you jump like a wild boar through the window at the end of the hallway and leap through it head first. As you pass through the window of the second story and begin to fall, you wave your hand and utter a word. Your body is suddenly caught by a magical force that slows your descent. "Stop, devil!" comes a shout from above. Your cuts and bruises from the window are not too bad, and so you run off as fast as you can. When in some distance from the inn, you stop to rest. The general alarm has not been sounded in the town yet. You might be able to escape the city if you run for the outer wall gate now, but what then? You know this city far better than anywhere else, and running would only implicate you further. Wes, what do you do?
We're gonna hide in the city.
That's a fucking option. Excuse me. I had to take a drink of delicious, delicious beer. You will not leave the city until you have found the murderer. And to hide in a city, one must hide in plain sight. You cast an illusion spell. And then you can cast an illusion spell. So Taylor, do you want to cast an illusion spell upon yourself, or would you prefer to buy a disguise?
Cast illusion spell.
Your mana decreases by 2, your gold decreases by 1, however your morale increases by 1.
Ooh.
Woo! So you cast the illusion spell. You were a 19-year-old beautiful woman, Taylor, just like in real life, like today. Now you're a middle-aged man with a graying beard, just like Wes is today. The stains on your tunic are covered up with the illusion of a peasant's long-sleeved tunic, like what I'm currently wearing today. The disguise is great, but it will not last long. Quickly, you find a weaver's stall. You know this merchant, although you doubt grumpy old Sheffel knows you. 1 gold piece for the black one, you say, in a disguised, raspy voice as you point to a large black cloak. He hands you the cloak. You drop the coin in his hand, bunch up the black coat under one arm, and walk away with your head low. You put on the cloak. Under this concealment, you rejoin the busy city streets. You do so with an unhurried stride, although you keep your hood down low. You hear commotion. And a bunch of stuff happens. A guy sees you. And you need to talk to this person that we know from the last game named Seba. What do you do, Wes?
Talk to him.
Certainly, no one yet knows you are being hunted. You walk to the front door and you approach the person. Good sir, I humbly request to talk to that person that I need to talk to named Seba. He says, I'm her brother Jacob. Who might you be? Taylor, should you say who you are or should you lie about it?
Lie about it.
Your mana decreased by 4. I are compiling a report of the goblin hordes of the Freetop Hills. For the Duke, you stutter. Your sister was recently in the Fallowlands, yes? Perhaps you saw signs of the little devils? It was not goblins that abducted her, but men. men, and 1 ogre. She did say there were goblins about, though. Very well, I will show you to her. You thank the man as he leads you up to Siba. She's sitting on the bed, rocking back and forth. Her hands and arms are soaked in gore. Gods, Jacob asked. Siba, what is the meaning of this? She looks at him, eyes swollen with tears. She then looks behind him at you. No, she exclaims. Do not let him near. Jacob spins around and regards you, his biceps tense as though ready for a fight. Do you guys, like, when you're, like, angry, do your biceps tense?
Always.
Really?
Does that happen to everyone?
I don't have biceps. I wouldn't know. You proclaim that the sister has a fever, and you must fetch a priest. And yeah, she's basically, there's like 20 paragraphs of her being covered in blood. You must run now, she says in a strange husky voice. Run and hide, little rabbit. What? You stammer. They will hang you if they catch you. Do you wish to die, little rabbit? You draw your dagger, but some unseen force suddenly hurls you across the room to strike the wall. Siba is now standing, smiling at you menacingly, the voice coming from her, but it is not hers. Wes, what do you do?
Alice, where art thou?
I mean, there is an option to just question her more.
Question her more.
What did I do? What possesses you? She smiles for a moment and then collapses. A dark shadow fills the room. It returns! Siba whispers, still on the floor. Oh, well, it returns. I said it so exuberantly. It returns! I can feel it coming in the air at night. Wow, really? I just left that low-hanging fruit there, and nobody would take it, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Really. Kind of hurts, y'all. We run an entertainment podcast here to entertain people. And the fact that y'all both selfishly did not complete the tune hurts me to my core.
You'll be okay.
I will never be okay. I am the timeless one. Even when the sun ceases to rise, I will be here. I will ride your pathetic soul into your own nightmare. Oh, the voice whispers. Whoops. I am the
Very on point.
Even when the sun ceases to rise, I will be here. I will ride your pathetic soul into your own nightmare.
Then everything goes dark.
Bam.
Blah, 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 fucking blah. Fuck me. There's a bunch of people near the square. There's 100 paragraphs, guys. Cut me some fucking slack. There's a busy intersection of the city. You scramble off the roof and hurry after them. What do y'all want to do? You can cast an illusion or snatch a book in the crowd.
Whose turn?
I don't know.
Yours, Wes.
Snatch a book. I feel like
Our life is rapidly decreasing, by the way. It's down. We're down to 9. Unfortunately, this person sees you coming to steal that book. I don't know why we want the book, but we need that book. Yeah, so you have an option. You can either choose to talk to somebody near him or just try to kill the dude with the book. And he's being guarded, and murdering someone of this importance in broad daylight in a dodgy neighborhood is beyond dangerous. No matter what, you feel you must do something to keep hidden. What do you do, Taylor?
What are my options?
You can attempt to talk to someone named Mala that we bypassed, or you can go back to try and kill the guy.
Let's try to kill the guy.
Oh, this is not good. Life decreased by 6, and our morale decreased by 3. We're at -2 morale. So, and we have 3 life. So this is going to be like the
So
shortest.
it's like real life.
Yeah, it's just like real life. Aww. This is gonna be the shortest episode of this show ever, because, yeah. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just combine it with the other one. Yeah, that's what we'll probably do.
Put this one first, even though it'll be not chronological order.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the other one was sad.
If you want to suffer through the other one,
Yeah.
you can stay.
Yeah. Oh, man. Taylor, real quick.
Unknowingly, in another universe, our podcast is used for torture device.
That might be this universe, Wes. How many episodes have you listened to? So you wouldn't even know.
Like waterboarding.
So we got a couple options here. Taylor, first off, what is the meaning of the word flousin?
How do you spell that?
Flousen.
I don't know.
Okay, well, Wes, what is the definition of the word tawn? Tawn.
Klausen doesn't even come up on.
Oh, okay, well, Taylor, what is the meaning of the word cellophas?
I feel like all of these are made
Ton
up.
means third person.
Third person the corrupt. Oh, these are names.
I was like,
All right, so there's the guy that you're trying to kill has 3 bodyguards.
that would have been good to know before we tried to kill him. Just saying.
Tough shit. So there's 3 guards, and you have to choose which one you want to get past. It doesn't say how you're going to get past them. It just says which one do you want to try and get past. Do you want to get past Flausen, your honest friend, third person the corrupt, or Celiphas the incompetent?
Dawn.
Third person the corrupt? Okay. Hang on, we gotta get through this ad. Objectify women, the game. From the shadows of the alley, you watch as third person is guarding. The tall, lanky man is leaning against the side of the gate. You lower your hood when passing the gate. He commands you to lower that hood, baby, when you come near. So, what do you attempt to do? You could perhaps bribe him. There's still Celiphas, the slow-witted guard, or Flausen, who is your good and honest friend. It literally says that. So, do you attempt to bribe this dude? Do you attempt to just bypass him and talk to Celiphas or Flausen?
Wes.
Wait.
Flausen? Our life decreases by 2.
We're talking.
So, one more hit and we're dead. So, you watch the gate. Flausen is guarding. Your old friend is every bit the huge medieval warrior. He's absurdly muscular with a square jaw and penetrating blue eyes. Please lower your hood, sir, he says. You look up and give him a sad smile. Ah! Wow, I hope that wasn't too loud, but that was the sound of my life decreasing to 1. A microphone flipped over on the table. Oh, boy. Let's see. He says, "You! I must arrest you. I am sorry," he says. "Good, Flausen. You know well I can never harm that man that I'm being accused to murder me. Let me pass." "I cannot honorably do so," he says. "I am bound to uphold the law, as it is my oath to my lord. You are to be arrested, though it pains me to do so." Oh, boy. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys.
I don't know. Did we get arrested?
Oh, Yeah, you attempt to run away, and he throws a throwing dagger at you and stabs you in the leg. You do, however, escape, and you make it to a brothel. Because there needs to be a brothel.
Of course.
Yeah.
Every good story has a brothel.
I mean, it's a happening place, right, Tay?
Yep.
Have you ever been to a brothel?
Yes.
Have you really? Don't fuck. I knew it, you fucker. You can either keep your head down as you have been and rely on your cloak to disguise you, or you could use an illusion to pose as someone else, which sounds disingenuous when you're in a brothel. You're already at a brothel. Just own it. Darkanel, who is a scary name, is an acquaintance of yours who works in the docks districts. He has told you more than once how much he likes this brothel. What do you do? Do you rely on your cloak, or do you pose as Darkanel?
Lie on the cloak.
Gold decreases by 4, so I want you all to put 2 and 2 together there to figure out what exactly happened, because I'm not going to read it on this program. So anyway, she takes you to the bedroom and says she likes you, as is standard. She points at your cloak and says, "We are not going to want that on. Taylor, what do you do?"
Take it off.
Oh, Taylor, why? Oh, hold on. There's another ad for objectifying women in the game. Her eyes widen as you remove it. She then hugs you and commences to bombard you with questions. Yeah. So you explain to her that you're being framed for murder, and she gasps. Because apparently she knows you. You want her help to do something, Wes? How are you going to do that? You can either bribe her, attempt to charm her, or threaten her.
We'll go with Charmer.
Wes the Charmer.
I know. Our mana decreased by 2. You two have always been friends, so charming her did not require as much mana as usual. You blow kisses into the air, speak the arcane word, and point to her. You know that... Oh, I hate this so much. I hate it so much. Like, it's so gross. Like, no, you shouldn't be doing that to, like, control people's minds. Like, no. So, you since you have the room with her for the night, you could do one of 2 things. You could either rest, or you could hurry to find someone named Gorgon. Gorgon. Jesus! Did someone else's life total fall to 1? Hello? Hello?
No.
Just a lot of noise. A lot of strange sounds.
Are you being attacked by aliens?
No. Well, unless it's the aliens from Signs and I can hear their language through the recording. Anyway, Taylor, what do you want to do? I'm just waiting for that last life to just drop off.
We're going to make it last.
The Gorgon. Let's go talk to the Gorgon.
I bet if we had rested, we would have regained some life. What is that sound? Who's moving?
Sounds like potato chips.
It does sound like potato chips, Taylor.
I'm not eating anything. I'm just sitting quietly, not doing anything. And I'm also muting myself when I'm not talking, so.
That is something. What is that? This show. As you prepare to leave, she hugs and kisses you tenderly on the cheek. You nod and put your hood back up and walk out the door. We reached a checkpoint. Good job. So you found like a wall that you need. Uh-oh. Can you also hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. We're still recording. Good. Oh my gosh. I had a nightmare where like my computer the screen went black. I think it just went to sleep though. So there's like a wall. We could choose to spider climb up it using a spell. stride forward assertively through, I guess, the people and garbage. Or just run. Wes?
Oh, my turn? Let's run.
Build all the stuff by cutting down stuff, destroying the environment, the game. How are we not dead? Taylor, which direction do you want to go? Do you want to run deeper into Gorgon's territory or run out of Gorgon's territory? Taylor?
Run
Wes?
deeper into Gorgon's territory.
Okay, somehow we're still alive. Oh no, we've come face to face with a creature. Out of a large pile of trash emerges the head of a giant rat. Its red eyes fixed upon us, and it sniffs the air. Who be you? It asks in a raspy... Oh, shit. It's a raspy voice. At least it's not a whisper this time.
Who be you?
It asks in a raspy voice. Your hood is low, and you suppose it cannot see your face. The thing stands up, and you see that it has the body of a man with a long rat tail. It's a were-rat! So what do you do? Burn it, charm it, impersonate a thug, talk your way in with no disguise whatsoever. So I'm assuming that means get naked.
Burn the rat.
Oh man, I knew he was going to be in for some trouble if Wes was given an option to burn anything.
True.
We're fucking alive.
See, I kept us alive.
I'm here to see Gorgon, you say?
I know.
The were-rat snaps.
Else be here. Now who be ye?
A friend? Can you let me in? The were-rat puts one furry hand on a key tied to his belt.
I will cut ye throat if ye don't answer me question plainly.
I am Kalabatas Riabahatas Afortunaneos. I don't know what that means. Arcane words that shoot fire from your hands. You burned the ratty boy. And he did. So quick update here. We're still hanging around at 1 life. We have 3 mana, 17 gold, and 1 morale. So at least we're not in the negatives. So what's next, Taylor? Do we wait to see what happens, impersonate the were-rat, or blast everyone in the vicinity?
Wait to see what happens.
I'm upset you didn't pick one of those. Oh, we got to destroy the world to build a fucking city, the game. You decide to wait and blah, blah, blah. The people leave except the one guy that you need, Gorgon. He grabs his battle axe and runs towards your hiding place because somehow he figures out that you're there. You need the ring on Gorgon's finger for some reason. It would appear it's now or never. Wes, what do you do? Spring out with your dagger. Do you use Firebolt? Or do you use Lightning Bolt, which you can't use because we don't have enough mana?
Firebolt.
Yeah, the fire. So your mana decreased by 2. Your morale increased by 3. However, our lives decreased by 3. We're at -2. You jump out of the shadows and throw the firebolt, striking him square in the chest. He screams in rage, and although the fire is spreading, he charges at you with his battle axe. You dodge, and he misses the first swing. However, he turns the axe back at you, and in no time, and slashes your side. Alas, you finally succumb to your wounds and collapse. But at least our morale is up, so that means we'll go to heaven, right?
No.
Yeah, sounds right.
Sure, why not? Hey, everybody, thank you so much for listening to this show. Stick around after the break here for another episode of this show. It's going to be a back-to-backer, a 2-parter. Wes, what do you call it when they play 2 baseball games back-to-back?
Double header.
Double header. It's a double header. the next one, it just wasn't quite good enough to release on its own. The story was kind of lackluster. Let's be honest, it's kind of bullshit. So, this is the end of this part. If you're interested in hearing a bunch of dumb shit, continue listening on past the break. If not, no worries. But it didn't feel right to just have stuff and not release it, especially when beggars can't be choosers for content anyway. So thank you so much for listening. Do the thing that everyone says to do, but no one ever does. Leave a rating and a review, but do it right now before you listen to the rest of this. Okay? Right now. I mean it. Pause it. Go to Spotify. Podcast Addict has reviews now. iTunes. Would mean a lot to me, specifically. Taylor, is there anything you want the people to know?
No, I don't think so.
Sometimes bridges have frogs. Wes, how about you?
No.
All right. Great. Listen to our other show, Pokemon After Dark Ride. No holds barred, no nothing podcast. We talk about Pokemon, hurt the ones we love, and if we're going to die, close enough. We'll die after the break. Bye,
Let's
everybody.
die with no morale.
Yeah, well, or life, for that matter.
Yeah.
Yep. See you soon, peoples. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Let's Die Survival Comedy. Comedy Evolved, baby. We're back again. Once again, it's the OG trio. My name is Brett. I'm a mountain man from West Virginia. I've been doing this show for a couple years now. Every episode. 4 seasons. Running strong. It'll never end. And also joining me is both of my co-hostesses with the mostesses. Joining me now in the ring, wearing the blue trunks, laying in bed and playing a video game, but somehow fully aware of everything that I'm saying, is our Pod Dog founder and creative genius, Taylor. Taylor, say hi.
Hi.
She's
How
thrilled
did you
to be
know
here.
I was laying in bed?
Oh, just a hunch. Also, your camera was on when we started the call.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
When you started the call, like immediately when you realized the camera was on and originally it was on your face. Oh, the terror. That's just straight horror. The grimace on your face was so hilarious. I about died. But then you switched the camera over to face the other direction and I could clearly see you were laying in bed. So.
I see.
Painting
It
a
all makes
picture.
sense now.
Yeah, painting a picture for the audience. Joining us he is just a dominant force of our lives. He's in the other corner of the ring wearing the red shorts and sitting on his couch playing a video game and paying full attention to everything that I say. Is what's up with Wes? Wes, what's up?
Not much, but I'll correct you. Computer chair.
Oh, computer chair. I was close. Your couch isn't that far away from your
Sorry,
computer
I
chair.
don't know that one.
Okay, thank you, Amazon. I said the COMPUTER word a bit too much, got a little willy-nilly with it, and punished for it. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Every so often we do a little thing called a very special after-school special. That noise you hear in the background is the sound of a hearth. It is not a fire crackling, as we're about to tell you a story, a wondrous soundscape of words and storytelling. It's in no way a technical glitch of someone's phone as they move around in their bed or computer chair. It could not be that at all. So just disregard that. What's going to happen here is just like we did in season 1, and didn't we do it in season 2? I think so, yeah. We did it in season 2 with Jasmine. And then back for season 4 is our text-based RPG series. So what's going to happen is we're going to pick a RPG to play, and we're going to play it. And we'll take turns making our decisions. I will narrate it as I can. And we'll just have fun. Maybe we'll burn everything down. Maybe we'll collect all the weapons for just to have them. Maybe we'll attempt to kidnap somebody, or maybe we'll slap somebody. Who knows? It depends on how Taylor and Wes are feeling. You guys ready?
Let's rock it.
Yeah.
For
Taylor?
sure.
I mean, first off, I did not ask how either of you all are doing. So while I'm starting this up, how you doing, Wes?
We're good.
Anything new since last we heard from you?
Not much. Just been working and etc.
Oh, fantastic.
Fine.
Taylor? Same question.
What was the question?
Oh boy. Oh my God. Hang on, we're trying here now.
No problems.
I'm in the middle of an ad. It's one of those interactive ads that wants you to play the game. Fun stuff. We are going to play a game called Wayhaven Book 1. That's what we're playing. It's a game. All right. Needless to say, I skipped the first several pages of exposition because nobody wants to hear me speak that much. And even though there will be plenty of exposition in between answers, I will give you the abridged, summarized version. Some details may be lost. Sometimes they may not be. But if there's no other questions on how this works, we shall start. The next morning in Wayhaven, the crime scene is a wriggling mass of spectators off to a flying fucking start. Mass of spectators by the time I arrive. Even this early in the morning, people line the small alleyway, packed so tightly I can't believe they're able to breathe, let alone fight for space to see the end of the street. Revving the engine of my battered silver hatchback does little to gain anyone's attention, and I realize I can't park unless they move. Not wanting to be late to my very first case as Wayhaven's newly appointed detective, Taylor. You may. What do you want to do?
Taylor, what?
What do you want to do? You are a detective. Let's just say that both of you are detectives in the same car.
Can we go get some donuts? Isn't that what you're supposed to do as a detective?
No, I'm sorry. The throngs of people are in your way. Try again. Talk this out. But you and Wes, talk this out. What are you going to do?
Run him over.
That is not an option either. But good try.
Can I honk the horn?
Absolutely, you can do that. You slam down the palm of your hand on the horn of the car. Makes a sharp beep beep. The buzzing crowd finally notices, and they reluctantly part. You manage to park, crank the handbrake, ignore the pain crunching sound the car makes. Out of habit, you glance into the rearview mirror, quickly checking your appearance, and you brush your hand over Wes. Your ebony black hair, light brown hair. You know what color is your fucking hair?
Brown.
Brown. Is it light brown or dark brown? Because they distinctly want to know that.
Mark.
Yeah. Could have been bald scalp, but whatever. You brush your hand over your dark brown hair, figuring there's little else you can do to procrastinate. The chill air bites your skins, and as soon as you step out of the warm comfort of the car, you shove your hands into your pocket and begin to shiver. As you step into the blue and white striped barrier, you are greeted by Officer Len, a part-time volunteer on the scant Wayhaven police force. I wonder for a moment if his hunched posture is from the grisly nature of the crime or just his advanced age. He looks up from his pad, and you can almost hear the creaking in his bones at the motions. Finally, he says, What does he say, Taylor?
Hey.
He says, credentials, please. That was the game's coy way to figure out what your gender is, because the options were credentials, miss, credentials, sir, and credentials, please.
Gotcha.
Oh, you show him your ID. And the dude, the officer, he's saying that you can take over for him so that he can attend another officer's retirement party. Wes, do you got anything to say about that?
Let's attend his retirement party.
You were so excited for the promotion, though you weren't expecting it, because the dude retired. The quickness of the whole situation led to whispers about the promotion, blah, 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 exposition. You look at a photo that was in your pocket. It stares back at you from the ID pouch. You glance over your details. Your name listed boldly at the top. What is your name, Taylor?
Taylor.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm just selecting none of these. Input name, Taylor. Wes, what's your last name?
Furby.
Taylor, your name is Taylor Furby, is that right? Yes, it is.
Gross.
Taylor, what is your surname? Langford, Kingston, Batra, Lynn? Oh, this is the last name. I fucked up. All right, Taylor, what's your surname?
The first option, whatever that is.
I already clicked away from it. You're gonna have to make a name up.
I don't know.
Can you say a name, any name of the thousands of names that exist on this planet?
Scott, because we were talking yesterday about how I don't like that name.
You hate Scott. So your name is Taylor Furby Scott. We're off to a great start. Oh man, you glance up at the sound of a familiar voice. Finally here then, Detective Scott. It is Tina Ponami. She strides towards you. What is that noise, for the love of God? Oh, is that the sound of a controller, like an Xbox controller?
What sound?
I just hear clacking.
That's probably my keyboard.
Yeah, it's definitely a keyboard. It is very loud. It's okay. We'll try to drown it out with an ad for Liberty Bibbity. Help us. Help me. Her nose wrinkles as she speaks, the freckles splattered over her rosy cheeks, becoming more pronounced with the expression. Don't suppose they care what happens to us normal folk as long as no one touches their mansions. But anyway, how's the first day of your promotion going, Wes?
Horrible.
Either you was hoping it would be quieter, or you wish your career didn't start with death.
Let's go start with death.
Okay. Kind of wish my career didn't start with a death, I admit. She purses her lips and says, yeah. Not that you should take it as an omen or anything. Excuse me, a voice stops us both before we move. I need to know what is going on. I demand to know. It's Tina, and she grips the belt around her waist and lets out a drawn breath. I'm the landlord of these apartments. Oh, it's a man yelling. Sorry. The man, an older gentleman in a crisp gray suit, sweeps an arm upwards and at the soaring, crumbling building beside us. Taylor, what do you say to the old man? Or not say?
Can I just say nothing?
You can absolutely ignore him. You turn your
Sounds
back
like a
further
good
on the
plan.
man, hearing his angry attempt at a spluttering retort. Tina groans for laying a hand on your shoulder. You go ahead. I'll deal with him. It's not your job to calm the riffraff anymore, Detective. Wes throws her a grateful nod as she moves towards the landlord with a stern frown. Her tall, statuesque figure is hidden behind the stiff, unshapely dark blue uniform. Her pretty features contrast against the heavy belt and boots she wears. If I'd known her before becoming such good friends as partners, ... Wes, you would do what? Yeah, the lens is on you, buddy. Make the right choice here.
I don't know. What are the options?
You might have made a move. You're only attracted to women. You might have made a move. You wouldn't have made a move. You're only attracted to men. Or you might have made a move. You're attracted to men and women.
made him attracted to women.
You're only attracted to men.
Women.
Oh, you broke up. Sorry. One woman. Whammered. You shake away the thought. You move forward once more. Your path, like a dance, as you make your way through a maze of yellow tags and disgruntled technicians. Thankfully, you make it past the busiest part to find Dr. Turner crouched over the body. He looks at you and frowns. Sorry, this has to be your case today, Taylor Furby. It actually says that. Yeah, it's pretty amazing to think I delivered you as a baby, and now here you are as a peer. His pride in you is dulled somewhat due to your meeting over a dead body. A quiet punctuates the air between y'all. Dr. Turner returns to looking over the still figure at his feet. Taylor, what do you do?
Stand there quietly.
That's an option. Look closer at the body.
There we go.
You look closer at the body, though you can't get a clear view of the victim as they're on their front. Hold on, I'll turn them over for you. Think the city boys are done, Turner says. Good thing he knows for sure. Turner places his hands beneath the body before rolling it over. You wince a little as the dull thud that sounds as it topples over completely, a reaction noted by the keen, if aging doctor. He and you both lean in to look closer. It's a woman. She has lengths of blonde hair matted together in deep bruises marring her cold, freckled skin. Her eyes are thankfully closed, though it doesn't make her look peaceful. Your gaze scans the woman, though you don't have to look far to find something unusual. Deep, ragged gashes run down the length of her forearms. The skin around the torn wounds is stained deep crimson and purple. Wes, what do you do?
They're my option.
No, come on, man. Throw something out there. I want to know what you would actually do.
But what are my options?
Turn away from the wounds. Clench your jaw but hold your gaze. Or continue looking without issue.
Clench your jaw.
You clench your jaw at the side of the wounds, but continue to stare at them in case they might reveal something. Not easy seeing your first body, is it? Dr. Turner says quietly. Just can't believe there's been a murder here in Wayhaven of all places. Know what you mean. The last time there was violence in this town was back in my grandfather's day, he says, shaking his head. His thin frame glasses wriggle down his nose. He pushes them back up and shrugs. Can you give me a time of death? Taylor asks. Not my call, he replies. That's your man's job back at the lab. He doesn't bother to hold back the disdain in his own voice, obviously not pleased at having to give the responsibility to another city boy. I'm only here to make sure the body is really dead. Taylor, what do you got to say?
Step up your game, bro.
I'm sorry, that's not an option.
So I thought for sure it would be an option.
No. You may make sure she is dead. Hopefully it won't take too long to find more about it. Or the quicker we clear this up, the better. Or at least we can move her out of the sight of that crowd.
Let's check that she's actually dead, because, you know, it totally didn't sound like very convincing, the description.
Make sure she is dead, you correct him. He frowns his confusion. Pardon? She was a person, not just a body. Of course, you're right. He turns to face the techs behind him, their mask-covered faces giving them an eerie look. You could take her away now. He then strides away down the street to where his black sports car is parked. Good luck with it all, Taylor Furby. He calls back with a slight wave of his hand. Oh, find out anything useful from the doc? Tina asks as she moves back to your side. We both watch for a moment as the techs move forward and throw a white cloth over the victim. I'll know more when Verta looks at her. Sure, she replies. I've already started on it. I'd have better luck getting help from a parrot than from that boy, she scoffs. With the crowds, I don't know what that even meant. Officer Scott! I mean detective! Your shoulders instantly hunch at the voice, and you roll your head from side to side, releasing the sudden tension before turning to face the source of the call. No distractions, what? But it's some guy named Bobby. Bzz, bzz. Bobby also happens to have a reputation as a giant pain in the ass. So as far as my relationship with her goes, it's a woman. Oh, what is your relationship with this woman named Bobby?
Strangers.
Your mom's name is Bobby. So you say strangers?
Yeah.
The closest thing to that is you've only met her a few times.
Okay, let's go with that.
You've only met Bobby a few times, but you do know she used to bribe people to find out extra information from some of the volunteers, as well as wriggling her way into people's personal lives to report to everyone in town. Taylor.
Yes.
How do you want to handle this reporter lady?
Tell her everything she wants to know.
I can handle someone like Bobby, but I don't like having to. Does that sound close enough?
Sure.
Oh, can you tell me what happened? She says. No, I cannot. Nothing at all. No, nothing at all, you repeat. It'll be a while before you hear back from the lab. And it's the next day. You go into the bakery, and then they say, good morning, Taylor Furby. Oh, boy. What can I get you in this fancy bakery that you just walked into? Wes, what would you like from the bakery? This is necessary.
Donuts.
Donut. No, what do you want? You need a drink to go with that.
Coffee.
Coffee and a pastry. You get that. And then someone, yada yada, asks you why you joined the police force, Taylor.
It seemed like a fun job.
Oh my gosh. This is more work for me than it is for y'all, that's for sure. Because I have to analyze a lot, like paragraphs of information as quickly as possible to get you guys to the point where you can answer questions to advance the plot. And then there's like 8 answers that I have to go through to find the closest approximation of what y'all want.
Yeah, faith. Yeah.
I don't. Glad one of us does. Anyway, what'd you answer, Taylor? I'm sorry.
It seemed like a fun job.
Nothing happens in Wayhaven. It seemed like an easy job.
Sure.
Everyone knows nothing ever happens in Wayhaven. Nothing. Seems like this murder ain't nothing. Bah, bah, bah. Back at the station, the doctor dude shifts his wide-eyed gaze to you, both of you realizing that work had been far from his mind while you'd been out. You thin your lips in thought, suddenly presented with how to deal with the mayor's son now that he's in charge of the station. Now that you're in charge of the station, I'm sorry. Wes, how are you going to handle the mayor's son for some reason?
Talk to him?
Mayor's son or not, he still has to follow the rules. Take the phone. Don't know. I don't know. You took the phone, and I guess you talked to him. You shake away the thought away as the chill of the basement, because you go into your basement, and that coldness sinks into your skin. Your gaze flashes over the no food or drink sign, nailed to the wall just a few feet from the lab, and you grip your drink. Taylor, what do you do with the rest of your drink?
Drink it.
Keep hold of it. Yeah, I don't know why that needed to be an option. They find, like, in the victim's belongings, they find a cell phone inside of her boot. You both stare down at the woman, her skin now a gray-white, her lips so pale they seem to have sunken back and disappeared. Wes, what's your next course of action with the body?
Inspect it.
If I can solve this, my career will be off to a good start, you monster. All right. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It won't let me click. I think the thing crashed.
You broke it.
It broke, and you know what? That's fine. It will not. It's not going to let me pick anything else. What a
Maybe
shame.
you reached the end of your free trial.
It's very well could be. Very well could be the. Oh no! There it is. I got it. But that might as well be a good place to stop anyway. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Sure. So you got to investigate a dead body for like 5 minutes. I don't know. That wasn't a great one, honestly. It was certainly not as entertaining as like Shadow Society or whatever that first one was we did. Who can even remember at this point, but I guess that's my fault for picking an incompatible game. You know what? A greater podcast than ours would probably not even release this episode, but it's going to get released anyway, because why not? Who's going to really complain?
Your mom.
Yep.
Nah, maybe. Hi, Mom. Oh, man. So, Taylor,
Yes.
have you ever seen a dead body? Oh, no, don't answer that.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's all. Goodbye, folks.
I'll wake up.
Wake me up inside. Save me.
Well-
Save me from the nothing I've become. Bring me to life. I was never alive. Something, something, I don't know the rest of that Evanescence song. Bye.